welcome to Tony's Tutorials 365. Today we're going to be looking at how to play the song Dancing in the Moonlight. Now this is the song by Top Loader, not the one with the same name by Thin Lizzy. This song was played with a nice little keyboard and guitar riff by, of course, a rock band, but I've arranged it for just one guitar and a slightly different arrangement just to make it sit nicely on the instrument, accompanied by just a single voice. So the first thing to know about this is that it only has 4 chords really in the whole song. We start with an A minor chord, then we go to a D, and G, back to D, and then down to an E minor. And that chord sequence is all the way through the song. So if you want to see the whole song, have a look at the video of me just playing it through on its own. Okay, so let's have a look at that chord sequence again. I'll play it with a pick to begin with, but of course it doesn't matter whether you play with a pick or your thumb, it will sound just as nice really. So it goes like this. We get it almost every night, when the moon is thick and bright, it's a supernatural light, everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Same chord sequence on the chorus. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a A minor, sounding naturally like D up to G, dancing D in the E minor. So the chord sequence never alters throughout the whole song, which makes it nice and easy. So what we can do now is add a nice little bit of flair to our playing really. If you're starting out, I would recommend just playing it with downstrokes, A minor to D, up to G, back to D and E minor, and back to the A minor, and that pattern repeats all the way through the song. If you're a bit more advanced, you might want to add a little bit of a sort of feel to your strumming by using some deadened notes. Now this is where we're actually going to hit the strings, but we're just going to use our hand to deaden them rather than press the strings down on the fretboard. Listen to my strumming pattern now. Okay, so I'm achieving that percussive effect with my left hand by occasionally can you see that? I'm just resting my 3rd and 4th finger on the strings to deaden them. I'm also achieving the effect with my strumming hand by letting my hand actually hit the strings as well. So it's very much a feel thing, so experiment and find your own way of doing this using left hand dampening. So that's releasing the pressure on the strings that you're fretting, and maybe also using another finger to deaden the open strings, and then your right hand dampening. So my hands are actually touching the strings there, can you see? The fleshy part of my thumb. Okay, let's go to the nice little riff that's used all the way through the song from the intro and right the way through to the outro as well. Okay, so to play this I'm going to use fingerstyle just because it's easier to show you. Again, you can play this using a pick or fingerstyle, it's up to you. I quite like it fingerstyle. We're going to start off with an A minor shape, okay, and we're just going to play the 3rd string 2nd fret, 2nd string 1st fret, and then the open top E string, and then we're going to go to this shape where we're barring across the 4 strings, string 1, 2, 3, 4 up fret 5, but we're also going to put the finger down. I use my little finger, but that's up to you, on fret 7 on the top string, the top E string, to get that note. That chord. which is called a C major 7 with a G in the bass, but don't worry about that, it's just, there we go. Then we're going to go to our D on the 5th string, but we're going to play the 4th string, the D string, open, like that. Okay, so the chord shape is on the screen for you. Then we're going to play a couple of individual notes, 7th fret, top E string, 10th fret, top E string, and then we're going to slide from the 7th fret down to the 5th fret. So to slide, you keep your fretting finger pressure down on the string and just move your string. So you play it once, like that, that's a slide. Then we're going to go to a G, and I'm going to play both the 2nd and 1st string on the 3rd fret. And I'm just going to go open 4th string, open 3rd string, and then to the D shape, open 4th string, and then strum across strings 3, 2 and 1 on the D shape, and then we're going to go to an E minor, but actually you don't need to hold this down, because we're just going to play, so that's the open bottom E, and strings 3, 2 and 1, open, and then open strings again, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to play that little riff slowly for you now, okay? Here we go. Okay, so you can vary it. I varied it slightly from the tab that I put on the screen there, but it doesn't matter, just play it with your own feel, okay? And at full speed now, like this. Okay, and you can play that with a pick as well.